Hello everyone, welcome to Harv's World and the Yukon River Valley. Yes, we are back. One more time, two more times, I don't know how many more times. Several actually. But you can see we are getting our industries up and running in a big way. We bought this industry area down here and we had these two big loaders up at the limestone pit. And well, they weren't really working very well for the limestone, but lo and behold, they work pretty darn good down here, as you can see. So we're gonna run with that. Absolutely gonna run with that. Now we've got Caveman with us today, and Sharko will be joining us. He's got some work to do. He's been missing Wednesday, so it's going to be nice to have him back for at least this one. And let's check in, and well, let me tip this in real quick, and we'll check in and see who's with us, because I see some new names actually, at least one or two. We have Jonathan with us, outstanding. Jonathan's always here. Ray, very nice. We have got Rachel, who I think it was you who left a comment recently, and I don't remember seeing your name before, so welcome, Rachel. Good to have you with us. G-Meister, Andrew Baxter, Firefighting Farmer, Grudius Maximus, and Caveman. Say hello to your adoring fans. I think your mic is off, dude, because we can't hear you.
Hello?
That's better.
Yeah, I forgot to cut it back on.
Yeah,
Whoops.
Sharko should be here in just a few minutes. Now, I have said in the past that we're going to need to do some automation, and I'll tell you, we have set up some serious automation. Between myself and Caveman, excellent, Rachel. Very nice, very nice. Good to have you here. And there's a lot more out there than just the Ravenport walkthrough, so I've probably got about 300 at this point. Doing good, FF. Juicy. Outstanding. Now I'm going to show you what we've got working here. So, in order to automate this, now this used to be a dirt pit. What we've done is we've got some Volvo loaders we have attached from the amazing Bex Modding, the Bunker Buster. And effectively what we're doing is turning these Bunker Busters into makeshift silos, because they'll hold up to 20 million liters. Now, Caveman has worked very diligently on auto drive on this course, or on this map. And so what we're doing is running trucks on auto drive. Hey, Mr. Swede, how you doing? And for some reason he did not open his cover. Why is that? There he goes. So when this truck rolls up, and he should be driving away. Dirt load, dirt dump, come on. Yes, this was bound to happen, because, you know, now that I'm trying to show it off, it was destiny that it was going to happen. So he should pull right up to this. There he goes. He knows he's full. Now he's going to run down to our production facility, the one we were just using loaders at. Follow his route, and he's going to go dump this dirt in. Thank you, Bradley, and welcome to the stream, bud. And if I didn't say it already, I'm not sure. I lose track because I run off at the mouth, and I'm reading and working and doing all this at the same time. But no, I'm not driving this truck, by the way. I'm completely hands off here. Auto drive is taking care of this for me. Mr. Swede, welcome to the stream. Good evening. Mr. Swede, that actually reminds me, I've been doing a lot of research to gear up for the Baltic Sea series that I'm doing for Scandinavia. I've been learning some really interesting little factoids that you'll be able to pick up on and learn yourself when you watch that series. So, yeah, this guy is going to automatically drive over to our production facility. Watch how hard he hits these railroad tracks. He likes to try to tip at the railroad tracks. Well, he didn't do so bad this time. Anyway, he's going to pull right up here. We've got a tip in for dirt just ahead of us. I did, Jonathan. In fact, I actually ended up watching several more of that guy's videos. I watched one about pizza, and I watched one about pirates, grog, and ship's biscuits. Yep, Bradley, got that. We got that, bud. No worries. So there he goes. He's tipping in, and he's just going to keep running this cycle. He's going to run over, fill up, come back, keep tipping in. Now we have the same situation set up right here at our coal mine. And this truck will do the same thing with coal. So I'm going to send him on his merry way. Yeah, one of the original pizzas was made out of nothing but rose water and sugar or something like that. Now, if you all aren't familiar with the bunker busters, you should be, because they are miracles of engineering. Thank you, Bex Modding, for that. And a link to her Discord where you can find her mods should be in the video description. I'm sure it's in the video description. So this thing is like it's like the milling machine on massive amounts of steroids. This used to be our coal mine, but you see all the coal is cleared out all the way back through here. That's because you're going to see insanity. Some of you have seen this before, especially if you've watched our streams in the past, but now see how it's sucking up that coal just as fast as I can drive into it. It's slurping it right in and storing it. So we genuinely started this series with a desire to be as realistic as we possibly could. I'll be honest with you, at this point we have hit a wall where realism is beyond our capabilities. Capabilities is probably the wrong word, but there's so much to do, so much going on. You see it suck that coal right out of there? Outstanding. Anyway, there's so much going on, there's so much to do, that we had to find ways to do some automation on some of this stuff, because it just wasn't going to get done. Logistically, we could play 12 hours a day on this map, doing it completely realistic, and we would never, ever get anything done. Yeah, we've got intermittent storms around here too, Bradley. So anyway, this is what we're doing with the bunker busters. We're using them to suck up coal, dirt, and we're doing the same thing with the limestone. And if you saw the last stream, you saw the interesting way we were shipping limestone upriver on barges. Well, we've scrapped that too. It was fun. It was fun doing it that way, but again, with so much to do, logistically it just wasn't going to work for us anymore. So automation is the ticket. And like Bradley was saying, you know, we were really struggling to try to collect the limestone with standard loaders. it really wasn't working very well. So
Had to find some solution.
exactly, we had to find some type of solution to make that. Oh. Now the other trick to making this work also is I had to install a mod. It's a global company mod. It's called Disable Engine Shutoff. And the reason I installed that mod was to keep these loaders running and the bunker buster running. So that they would continue to load. So this truck should come in right here. It's going to drop its top. It's going to get loaded with coal. And away it goes. Perfect. Although, Caveman, can you come to the dirt and see if you can figure out why this truck is not running? The dirt pit?
Yeah, give me a sec. You gonna go show him the line?
Yeah. Yeah, he's not putting his tarp down and getting loaded and moving on like he's supposed to.
Because you don't have him on the right setting. You've got him trying to empty a combine.
Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, that's why I had Caveman come over. He's the expert. I'm still a rank amateur when it comes to...
Now that he's not trying to empty a combine, he should run fine.
Okay, thank you.
He was looking for a combine.
Our trucks are backed up here too. Or did you have them stopped?
I brought them all the way back up here and stopped them.
Oh, okay. So these...
That way you could show them, and it would go. They wouldn't get in collisions with one another. Hopefully.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
So yes, we're doing the same thing with the limestone. And these are driving all the way across the map. But you can see how this loads up with lime. It should load up with limestone. But of course it's... Oh, there it goes. Here it comes. It's going to swing around. Load that first trailer. And they load really fast too. And this truck is going to be terrified that it's going to accidentally bump into that bloody bunker buster. So it takes him a while to get turned around. But ultimately, both of these trailers get loaded. That's 420,000 liters of limestone. And that's going to head right over to our production facility, tip right in, and come back. So all of this is now automated. Hey Marquez, what's the good word, man? How's it going? Everybody has gotten so quiet.
What do you mean everybody's quiet?
I'm not seeing much in the live chat.
Not frozen, is it?
Nope, not frozen. I just double checked. It's all good. I think people play and watch at the same time, or play and listen, so I'm sure.
It happens.
It does. So that's where we stand at this point. And 99.5% of all of this auto drive stuff is courtesy of Caveman. He's the guy who did it all.
I like auto drive. I can't help it.
Except I did manage personally to set up one route that even impressed even Caveman, and that was the route where the guy has to back up to tip in the dirt. Caveman doesn't like doing backup routes, and I was too new to know that it was a pain in the butt, so I did it anyway, and it worked.
Hey, it worked. That's the main thing.
I was about to say, your truck is still down here, by the way, and I'm blowing through.
Yes, I know the truck is still down here.
Mouse, buddy, how's it going, man? All right, Bradley, you take care, buddy, and yeah, be safe. Don't get electrocuted for the sake of Harv's World.
Yeah, don't do that.
And to let you guys know, I have to move Saturday's stream to Friday because this is the 4th of July in the U.S. There's a lot going on. I've got obligations I have to take part in, so I will be streaming Friday night instead of Saturday night. My apologies if that screws anybody up, but unfortunately, since I'm going to be leaving the area very soon, hopefully, if I can still looking for a place to live, by the way, in Nevada. Haven't found one yet, but since I'm going to be leaving soon, I need to spend time with the people around here a little bit more before I go. And that means changing Saturday's stream to Friday. Mouse is deep sea fishing. Now I have a
That sounds like fun.
It does, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's a game. He's not actually deep sea fishing. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. I'm a little bit concerned about this housing issue in Nevada, but other than that, I'm sure it will get sorted out. I'm sure of it. Before we move on to something too dramatic, I'm kind of waiting to see when Sharko's going to join us because we have other things to do. Many other things to do. There's always work to be done on this map. That's just a fact of life.
Even when you think you're done, you're just getting started. Ain't that right?
Hey Hunter, how's it going, man? What's the good word, buddy? Oh, and since we have Mouse and Hunter in here at the moment, I'll say both of these guys do have YouTube channels. Mouse specifically does, well, gaming content, mostly FS19. So you should be checking him out. Hunter has a few videos. He posts a little bit random type stuff, just real life. I think he's more into the shorts than anything else, so you could check him out also. Well, I'm not leaving on Saturday yet, Bradley. I'm just visiting folks on Saturday. I don't know exactly when I'm leaving yet. It depends on when I find a place to live. I actually thought the fishing in Red Dead Redemption 2 was very, very good. I thought they did a good job with that in that game. Of course, Red Dead is going to be one of my favorite games, or Red Dead 2, I should say, is going to be one of my favorite games for a long, long time. Good to see FF with us today. He's been a long-time supporter of the channel. He's normally working this time of day. All right, Bradley, take care, man. We'll see you, bud. So you can see why we need to automate something like this. It's taking for bloody ever to get where he needs to go. But just automating it while we go off and do other things, these guys will keep hauling limestone over and over and over again. They never get tired. And we are paying them, by the way. You can see our money is actually dropping pretty quickly. We've got what, at least 4 drivers working for us right now.
Yeah, like 4.
But it's not like we're not making money. I guess when this truck gets up there, Caveman, I guess we can go sell some stuff off. And then if Sharko's not here, if Sharko's not here by then,
then what?
we'll go either start logging or hey, Bambo May GT, thank you, bud. Thank you so much. I'm glad they were. I'm glad they helped you out. I hope you enjoy the game as much as we do. We are absolute FS19 junkies, and I'm sure we'll be FS22 junkies. And on that note, I would like to say a very special thank you to G Meister. We got an issue, Caveman. No, maybe not. Maybe we're just backlogged.
What's the issue?
No, we're just backlogged, waiting on him to finish unloading. The truck in front of us hasn't completely unloaded yet. So this is pretty cool, actually. You know, they'll sit and wait for each other to finish doing what they're doing. But yes, a very special thank you to G Meister. I don't know if he wants to share himself. I will effectively keep it to myself, at least for now, just because he did something very, very kind. Very kind, unexpected, and very much appreciated. If he wants to share what that is, I'll let him share. But very much looking forward to FS22. G's outside melting. Fair enough. Alright. Oh, I hate the sound that factory makes. I hate that so much. Okay, well, G Meister through Steam bought me a copy of FS22. So I am good to go. Mouse. Yeah, so thank you again, G Meister, for that kind donation. Very much appreciated. And Mouse, yeah, realism is key. We really have tried to play this at least somewhat realistically. The problem is, like I said, there's just too much to do, and auto drive drives way better than I do. I'm literally stuck on a lamppost at this point. What the heck?
Where are all our flatbed trailers at?
Well, 2 of them have cardboard, 1 of them has eggs on it, and 1 of them is loaded with whiskey that I can't seem to move at the moment because realism is key, and you know, in the real world we have super strength.
Oh, yeah, we totally have super strength in the real world. We can totally teleport in the real world.
Oh, it's all good, G Meister. I'm not sure if you can gift a copy through the affiliate links or not, but if you guys are looking for FS19 or FS22 stuff and you're buying direct from Giants, you can use the affiliate code HARV, H-A-R-V, and that will help support the channel. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you any kind of a discount, but it does allow you to support your favorite content creators. Just putting that out there for you. Well, guys, sorry about that. We're having storms in the area. I'm sure that's not helping. So we've lost connectivity, but the map is loading right now. We will be back in action very, very shortly. Although this massive map and all the mods we have. Oh, there you go, G-Meister. That's it. We're going to blame it all on Sharko.
Yeah, he's not even here yet. He was thinking about it. That's what happened. He thought about it.
If there's a wrecked truck somewhere, it's Sharko's fault. That is a genuine
Even if he
rule.
wasn't driving.
That's right. Even if he wasn't even in the Yukon, Sharko wrecked it.
At least that's what we're going to tell the insurance company.
like he can get insurance. There's no way.
Who knows?
That's right, Ray. All he had to do was think about driving a truck, and it probably crashed in the water somewhere. What truck were you driving, Caveman?
The one that had the 2 full trailers of cardboard on it. I was trying to put it on the barge.
Oops. Come on, game, load up. Dun, 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 dun. Looney Tunes for the win. There we go, finally. I'll see if I can find where I was. And we're going to have to restart everything again.
You sure you put the server up?
Yeah? Are you not finding it?
Let me check the other. Oh, it's on international this time. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'll like.
That's what I was looking for.
It doesn't matter. It's up.
All right. Cutting back. We're back in action. Ish.
Kinda, sorta.
Don't forget that everything that was loaded on these trucks is now going to be loose.
I wasn't using auto load.
Oh, I was.
I always make sure the auto load thing is done before I try to put it on a barge because I've had it. I've had the crashes and the stops and the fall through stuff. They strapped on the trailer.
Yeah, I should try to remember to do that. In fact, I don't think whiskey is actually going. Oh, good, Mr. Sweet. Yeah, there are a lot of people who switch back and forth between ATS, ETS, and FS. And anybody who doesn't know, that's European Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, and Farm Simulator.
I'm gonna go ahead and start these guys back up on their route.
Yeah, go ahead and get that going again. I want to see where whiskey needs to go. Because I think it's pallet sales this time. It is. So I can send this guy on a route to pallet sales. Since Caveman has that mapped in for us, I can just send him straight over there. Come on. There you go.
Oh my god, that was lucky.
What?
I didn't go completely off.
Good. Oh, you're gonna have to fire up all the loaders and bunker busters again.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well,
No, I actually need to stop this for a second. What's going on? Oh, that would be why. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that these weren't going to go anywhere. There we go. Do you really have that whole truck on that barge?
that's what happened when it.
Oh.
I disconnected as the front tires of my truck hit the first barge.
I say we run with that and see what happens.
Oh. I say as long as I'm not the one driving it.
Oh, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. I didn't realize how far that truck was hanging off the front. Can you get it? Or do you need some assistance?
I think it's twisted too tight. I think that dolly's twisted too much for me to have enough room to get it where I want it.
That's what I was just thinking.
Maybe not.
It's coming. Dolly's almost on. Oh, look at that. Nice job. You're good. You're good. You can drop it right there. Outstanding. Well done. Alright, I've got this one. I've got the back barge.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're in reverse. I was just reverse the whole way.
That's kind of what I was planning on. The race is on. It's the Great Barge Race.
It's a good thing I didn't have them auto-loaded, because they would have been under the barge when we got back.
I was wondering about that exact thing, because this trailer's not full.
Wait, what?
This
That trailer was full.
It's not full anymore. It's missing about 6 pallets.
Okay, then. They were strapped on. How did they come off, then?
At least, yeah, probably 6. Maybe 4. Probably, no, it's 4.
4. I can see from here. It's 4. How did they come off?
I don't know, but you're going the wrong direction, dude. I don't mean to barge in, but... It doesn't do any good if I get there first. Actually, it doesn't really matter, because there's enough room for you to drive past me.
Oh, you're not wrong. There is.
Well, someone has been drinking, but not this stream yet, at least not that I'm aware of, and Sharko's not here. I'll bet his mom found something extra for him to do. He said he had to move a chair. Apparently he was moving it to another town, because that was 45 minutes ago. You know, when I move a chair, I pick it up and walk it into the next room. In 5 minutes, I'm done, or less. Not Sharko, apparently.
Apparently not.
One of these days, we're going to devise a solution to get rid of these barges. It's probably going to cost a lot of money, but we are going to devise a solution to not have to run barges anymore.
Yeah, we could always build a land bridge.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Just block the whole bay. You have enough money, you can do whatever you want to and get away with it, right?
I was thinking just go from over there where we docked to load those trailers at to over here to this thing.
Oh, that could work. Because it's not that far away. That would actually be a lot easier, wouldn't it?
Probably.
I will try not to slam into you. Unless you back up into me. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, G-Meister thinks his skills are good enough to challenge Sharko to a front loader challenge, a front loader loading challenge. Now that I'd like to see.
I would too.
That'll have to be something if when we get the farming face-off back up and running again. I make no promises when that will be. Well, I'm off kilter, but you can probably still hook up and pull this off.
I'll make it work.
Oh, you're gonna sink it.
Oh.
Hey Gary, how's it going, man? I'm going to pallet sales to sell some whiskey.
Oh, also too, don't forget there's the thing. The stuff needs to be restarted.
Oh, Sharko, thank you so much, buddy. That is very, very,
wow.
very generous of you. Thank you very, very much. It's okay, Sharko. You paid for it in us giving you a hard time, even when you're not here. But thanks, man. Big shout out to Sharko, everybody.
Yeah.
He comes in
Go
and
Sharko.
he comes in and helps on the stream, and then he does that too. He's such a good guy. Vivid. You slept in a little bit. Yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you're still sleeping. I'm a little jealous. I can't do that anymore.
Hello, everyone.
There he is.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm late.
Well, thank you very much, Sharko.
Oh,
that
good.
was very kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a little bit lying around.
Nice to have some extra lying around sometimes, ain't it?
Well, there's a cool no more than almost $1 million.
I didn't think I donated that much.
Harvest income $1.65 million. We haven't sold that much. We've sold some stuff off screen, so that's why it's so high, but I think we just made about 800,000 there.
Oh
wow. Juicy. He's actually trying to talk back to us instead of typing. Let's this guy can go to town factories. Or does he need to go to... He probably needs to go to... No, he doesn't need to go to the sawmill because the sawmill is out of wood. And feel free to jump in at any time, Sharko.
Yeah.
Town factories. There it is. And we have got a list. A long list of stuff. Alright, guys. What do you want us to do next? We've got fields to harvest. We have got trees to cut. I'm going to jump around and just check our... Alright, our coal mine guy is not running.
I said those needed to be cut back on still.
Oh. I totally thought you were, you had set all this back up again. You just hadn't turned on the...
Yeah, I turned on the trucks. I forgot to turn on the other.
I'll challenge G-Meister to a loading contest.
He's all about it. Well, let's see.
Okay.
Ray says we should go harvest timber and get our sawmill running again.
Just stay away from the river, Sharko.
Yeah, I'll do that.
We have to find one of those maps. It's it's complete islands. So
I didn't think of that often on Island Life.
No, we use that farming face-off map for the competition between G-Meister and Sharko.
okay, the lime is running, the coal is running, and the dirt is running. So we're good on our automation.
Awesome.
And I am headed to the sawmill.
You're not gonna grab the other barge and bring it back across first?
Not really. Although my game is not happy with me right now. It keeps freezing on me. Are you getting freeze ups?
Yes. I thought it was just my internet connection.
I'm not joining, so I don't think it's me.
Why aren't you joining?
I need to download the mods.
Look, get them downloaded.
There's
Not
only
the fastest internet.
there's only two, and one of them was like a blip.
It is, yes, but it failed. I was like, no, I don't want to download it.
Well, you told us that all you had left to do was to move a chair, and I'm like, oh well, that's easy. Like you're moving a chair to another
I said
room.
Chairs.
There was no S in the. There was no S.
Oh.
It says I have to move chair, then I'm done.
Oh, I see.
All right,
no,
Juicy.
I had to drive my one of the workers home. So.
Oh, I found the missing pallets.
Are they sunk in the bay over there?
Yep, somehow.
I need to go in there and get them.
Yeah, you can come grab the 4 pallets out of the water. Since you like to go scuba diving.
I'll just bring my truck.
Oh, I'm sure Caveman will have them in no time. That's one of the beauties of auto-load trailers. You can just drop the rear of the trailer into the water and hit auto-load, and it should pick them up. 46 Celsius. I mean, I don't even know Celsius, and that sounds hot.
That is like very hot, Nevada hot. Is that feels like, or is that actual temperature?
And you guys probably have all that high humidity too, which makes it even worse.
Oh yeah, got sweat on my eye 4 times today.
I used to work in an auto factory on the body assembly line. I was on the welding line here in Indiana, and
I'm joining, by the way.
I saw, and in the summertime, they would literally give us headbands that were nothing more than a rubber band and a strip of sponge about 8 inches long. You would rubber band that sponge across your forehead, and about once an hour you would take it off and have to wring it out, and you'd have a big puddle of sweat on the floor.
Oh God.
That's how bad. Well, I mean, it's 92 or 96 degrees Fahrenheit out there, 70% humidity, and in the body shop, the welding line, we're covered from
Yeah,
head
it
to
gets very
toe.
hot.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have hard hats on, we have cotton everything. They won't let you wear polyester. It has to be pure cotton. And you got long sleeve
Mhm.
shirts on, protective sleeves on, heavy gloves on, leather aprons.
Yeah, that's gotta be hot.
But it's like anything, you get used to it.
Mhm. Except for in Canada, it also gets to -40.
I'll never get used to FS19's synchronizing data with other players for 10 minutes, though.
No, I don't.
I
Like
don't
that
think
either.
anybody could ever get used to that. Could you imagine if MMOs did that?
Oh my gosh, you'd never get anything done.
Literally, you wouldn't.
Like, for real. I mean, and MMOs have been a thing for a while.
We're going to start the raid at 6 p.m. Make sure you log in by noon.
Mhm.
I wonder if they just underestimated how popular farming with other people would be.
That's possible if they didn't put much time into it or anything.
You can't blame this on focus.
This definitely wasn't the focus of their intended thing.
120 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy shnikes.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like 40 degrees Celsius would be 100 and like 108 or something like that.
I mean, yeah, we've got more paper products that have to be sold anyway, so I'll just hook this up and take it that way.
That's fine. We're going to go up to the sawmill and start cutting and moving trees and get the sawmill running again.
I'm just driving a single barge with no truck.
Oh, no, don't lag now. Don't lag now. Do not lag now.
So to say, caveman, you're about to drive that into the water.
Yeah.
No, what we're doing is we're doubling up barges. This will work a lot better when we've got multiple trucks. And
Basically, we're going to move to pulling only triples.
I
And
see.
we can put a set of doubles on the back barge and pull the trucks onto the front barge. Man,
Where's that truck
I am
headed?
super laggy for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
I'm extremely laggy myself.
Well, I'm going to try to get to the sawmill. Every time
Oh, the trees have grown.
I open the map. Yeah, that's why we're going to be working the sawmill today. The trees are fully grown at this point.
Oh, this looks really nice actually, this area.
Lag is ridiculous right now, though, for real.
I know. It's on my end, so I better double check something real quick just to see if there's anything funky running in the background. I don't know what would be, but
You can just stay right there. You wanted to lag right there, you can lag right there. That's fine.
Oh, this little tiny box stopped you, caveman.
It lagged right there. It's fine.
Oh, I fell through the earth there for a second. Oh wow, those are very tall trees.
yep. And Those
20-meter cuts.
those harvesters are already set to 20-meter cuts, so
It's individual.
it's what?
I had to change it. I had to change it when I got in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just do 20s, and I've already got this trailer set up for one pile, max 20 meters.
I'm lagging like crazy.
This is just going to be a stream fraught with technical bloody difficulties.
Really? This tree is too thick for this machine.
You gotta be kidding me. Are you getting the same thing, Sharko? Yeah, same with me, Gary. I wasn't on FS17 either.
You said cut. Now where's the cut?
Oh, looks like Sharko got one.
I found it somewhere. I hit cut, and this is what it did.
That's awesome.
That's what happens when you hit cut.
Well, apparently you had cut and it didn't. You didn't lift and move it, so it tipped.
I hit cut once, and it just did that.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've been through all those iterations of Forestry, Ray. If you've never seen my Off the Grid series,
Holy snap. That was dangerous and sketchy.
well, this trailer doesn't want to. Oh, because you've got a whole bloody tree here. It's not cut properly. Or am I
We're
on the,
cutting
am
to
I on
20
the wrong
meters.
side? Yeah, but this one's not 20 meters. I'm sure it's not.
That's 20 meters.
All right, all right. Sharko's going to take Caveman's head off here.
How anybody's even running right now, as rough as it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you know, auto load when it comes to forestry is the only bloody way to go, as far as I'm concerned. It's just too unwieldy trying to manually load logs. Anybody who has the patience to do it, more power to you, because I don't. And Sharko, I think your mic is off because I haven't heard a word from you in a while.
Yes, yes it is. Cat ran into my room with a mouse.
Oh, he brought you a present.
It's probably gonna leave it there though, the kitten.
Yeah, that's an important, oh, absolutely, Ray. That's an important safety tip there, Jonathan. Moving, or making sure auto load is turned off on a forestry trailer until you stop is an important safety tip for sure. Hang on, Sharko. I need to get this last tree here. There it goes. I'm gonna end up getting my...
These trees are big.
I'd say that they are about 32 meters.
That's fair.
Come on.
Alright, I'm gonna go offload these things. Alright, real Canadian kid. Nah, I'm glad you stopped in and said hi at least. We would have missed you otherwise. And yeah, the stream will be available in a couple hours, so. $20 and $15. Yeah, but then you got to sort them all out. I'll just stack them all. I mean, it's not like we're traveling very far with them.
No.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Something must have gotten out of sync. I do have to say that Caveman did modify these tree harvesters to cut 20s, by the way. It's actually not easy to find one that'll do that. Well, Rachel, it sounds like you need to watch my video on how to back up trailers and equipment. At a request of one of my subscribers, I actually did a video on how to back up trailers and implements in FS19. And in real life, if you can master it in FS19, you'll have a good handle on what to do in the real world too.
There's actually one thing that this game models correctly.
The backing.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we're cooking.
Maybe you are.
Well, the sawmill is, that's what I mean. No, my frame rate's pretty horrible. I'm laggy as all get out. I don't know what happened, guys.
I think this doesn't seem so bad, actually.
Well, mine's almost unplayable.
Yeah, and if I haven't covered what you need to know, Rachel, let me know. I always take requests for tutorials, so if there's something you need, let me know. We have a lot of very helpful people in our Discord, or in my Discord. If you ever have questions, that's a really good place to ask them, because a lot of these folks in Discord, like G-Meister, Andrew Baxter, who's been in the stream this afternoon, a lot of these guys got started the same way you did with the Ravenport videos. And G-Meister, I mean, he's already challenging Sharko. As Sharko just cleaves my head in.
Yeah, sorry about that. These logs can be unpredictable where they go.
Take care, G-Meister. Thanks again, bud.
I will say this, Harv.
Yeah?
The stream is like 100 times smoother than my gameplay.
That bad, huh?
I've got like 4 frames a second,
Yeah, I was gonna say the stream is probably better than mine too.
and there's no way it should be my hardware.
Well, it shouldn't be this hard on mine either, so I don't know what's going on, guys. We were fine before,
I joined.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Sharko joined. No, I'm sure that's not
I
specific.
mean, having 3 might be a little much or something.
How many times have we been on here together? Dozens of times, and it was never a problem before.
Happened
What's the
after
pro-
he restarted. After he lost connection.
Yep.
Oh, Harv lost connection, did he?
Yeah. Then you came in.
Doesn't he
But
always?
Like, when he lost connection is when it started.
Maybe his
That-
ISP or something can't handle it.
Well, that's the thing. Well, I mean, we've never had these problems before. Never had them before.
Yeah, this all started recently.
Maybe there's some kind of an issue with the ISP right now, though.
It's possible.
Maybe it's the thing with these 2 harvesters. I guess you guys had it down at the docks, so.
Well, I cleaned up all the errors that were in this harvester and ran and made sure they were perfectly optimized.
Well, for all the troubles we're having, we're actually cutting wood at a pretty good rate. Because this is the second trailer load I'm hauling down there. These are not the straightest trees on the planet. So it's a good thing that we're selling them to this sawmill instead of a standard one. Because, man, these things are bendy.
Oh, yeah.
They're really bendy. Although, I don't know how much the game actually takes into account. You know, it says the straighter a piece, the better its value. That might be an interesting test to run.
Definitely would be one I haven't seen ran before.
Alright, how... Sorry about that, guys. I was just going to check the sawmill and see how much had gone in. Oh,
I don't know what you just did, but my frame rate jumped back up to 30.
All I did was open the global company menu, but I seem to be running a little smoother now too. And my phone rang. Maybe it just startled my computer into... I don't...
Never mind. It's back.
Where are you loading maple trees, Jonathan? I'm going to sneak in behind you here, caveman, for a minute. To try to load some of this stuff you've got over the fence.
That's not what the cut is supposed to do.
What'd it do, just drop the tree?
Yes, it just dropped the tree. I'll fix it. I ain't trying to pick it up though. There. I just whacked it in half.
That'll work. I can't get to it or anything. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days.
What, does the stump removal thing not work anymore?
It should. Are you just not being your usual chatty self, Sharko, or is your mic just keep turning itself off?
Yeah, what's up with that, Sharko? What's up with you today?
All right, take care, Vivid. We'll see you. See you soon.
See you soon.
I just removed a stump.
Try some of those up there, because they're saying the trigger's not coming up. And Sharko's not moving or talking.
Hey, Harv's the best. Haven't seen you around in quite some time. No, I'm struggling with these stumps too. I've gotten one.
Oh, he's got to find a mouse.
It's definitely going to be one of those days.
Yeah, apparently.
Really? I wonder. I can cut these sideways.
Hello?
Hey.
Sorry. I had to find mouse. Under bed.
Oh, like
Oh.
the mouse your I thought you were like a computer mouse, but you're talking about the mouse your cat drug in.
Brought in.
Yes.
Okay, I get.
Um, you do realize if you hold Alt, it cuts the whole tree.
No, it doesn't.
Does it not anymore?
No, will you please?
Oh, it doesn't. What?
Something's really broken.
You parked this thing right where it shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I realized that.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to find a different way to remove stumps. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we just need to go harvest our crops. Because this clearly isn't working, and the sawmill at least is running at this point. I mean, if you think it will help, I can try restarting the game again. It's probably worth a try.
Don't think it will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Considering the struggles that we're having right now, it might be worth a try. I hate to do it and interrupt the stream again, but this clearly isn't working very well.
I was gonna say we could try harvesting crops and see if that's any better first. Because if it's just over here.
It wasn't, though, is the problem.
Oh yeah.
This was happening pretty much when I first got in.
Might be time for a reboot.
Oh, sorry to hear you stop playing, man. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, you know. It's a game, and at some point you have to move on to something else. Unless you're an addict like me and you don't know when to quit. I appreciate.
Like me with making auto drive courses.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I appreciate you stopping in to say hi one last time.
Yeah. Thanks for
Mhm.
stopping in to say hi.
You know, FS22's coming pretty soon. We'll be up with that content too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, last load of logs going in. Oh, trying to pull a Sharko and sink the whole truck here.
Yay. Sourceful truck.
I feel like it's gotten a little better on this end, but I could be wrong.
Oh, it doesn't seem to be. I can actually walk around over here where the combines are.
Oh, well, that's something. It's
Staying a
it's
constant
it's
30.
it's definitely better.
What did you do?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I teleport to the farm.
Sharko teleported to the farm and it fixed their problems. That makes perfect sense.
I'm going to be running this combine. Caveman.
Oh, the combines are up there.
Oh, but don't forget to set up your truck.
Oh yeah, I gotta set up one for.
Well, they should be set. They just need to be started. So there's one. This one's the big trailer's going to be for field C, and then the one that you're in will be field B.
Oh.
Which one are you in, Harv?
I'm in the one that's going to run field B.
Okay, so I'm running with Caveman now, am I then?
Yep.
Apparently.
You wanna go, Caveman?
Yeah, I'll go. That's fine. I'll go. Unless you got GPS already set up.
I do not.
We have 4 fields on this map, and every single one of them is planted in barley.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you just saw how much money we made off of whiskey. Hey, Billy Zito, how's it going, man? What's the good word?
I am nowhere near where I need to be at, Sharko. Oh, and apparently...
And no, we do not harvest straw.
Yeah, nobody cut it off on this combine.
Cut what off?
The straw.
When
This is the new combine.
does it have tracks on it?
Yes.
Oh, because I'm looking. It looks like you're in the old combine, actually.
The one I'm in has 0 hours on it.
All right.
You're
Interesting.
Sharko's in the oldest. You're in the middle one, and I'm in the newest one.
Yep, I can't be trusted with the oldest one, or the newest one.
That's right.
I mean, there's no water nearby, so...
You wind up a tree or somehow buried under the gold mine.
You know, if I could find a way to get myself buried, that'd be impressive.
No rain. That's interesting. Because we've had more than our fair share of rain around here.
Oh yeah, our property's soaked in IRL.
Now, while we're doing this, I should check our factories and see what they've got.
We haven't had rain for like a week.
We've already processed all that gravel and sand into cement. These factories are bloody quick.
Mm-hmm.
Our diesel factory is still, we're almost full of diesel. That's going to be good because we're going to need that for oil production.
Okay.
The lime dust
Do we?
processor, we've got 147,000 liters of lime that's been produced, so we'll never have to buy lime again.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Pallet production is down because the sawmill's been down. The limestone processor, how full are we? Well, we've got almost 3 million liters trucked over there.
Oh,
This map
good.
is, well, the dead giveaway is in the title to the stream. Yukon River Valley, bud. The paper mill is still trucking along, although we're going to be out of logs there. Not too soon. We need water more than logs.
Gary, you could take our rain. We have too much. It makes the humidity over here ridiculous.
Guys, we still managed to load 362,000 liters of wood at the sawmill, so
That's not terrible.
that's not terrible at all.
No, it's not.
We got to get some barley down to the whiskey factory, though. We're down to 30,000 liters. And we need to fire up our steel processor, which we could do. Oh, it is fired up. I guess Caveman got it loaded with some stuff.
I threw some coal in it.
We got 50,000 pounds, liters.
You're not in the field anymore.
Oh, I'm sitting here looking at. Well, I'm probably like, oh yeah. Where's my truck? Who's supposed to? Oh, there's my truck. He actually did come.
Your
was-
truck's.
He was trying to, but he was told not to leave. He was told not to go all over creation looking for you this time.
Okay, man. What field are we in?
See,
See?
Okay, so it is set up right.
I think it's the dual harvesters. Hello, Frank. Everybody's steamy right now. Everybody. At least you're on Long Island. You know, can't you just go out to the Hamptons, go for a dip with the rich and famous?
I'm full, so. Okay, when you're full too.
Yep.
And that truck hasn't budged. You might check its settings.
You'll never guess what the problem was.
What?
It was turned on. The truck was turned on. Nobody ever hit run on the course.
I did. You can go back and watch the stream and watch me hit run because I saw the thing pop up that said waiting for call.
Maybe it turned itself off. Yeah, Gary, you're right. Ontario humidity is terrible.
Yeah, I figured it was
For
something
people's-
like that, Frank. Sorry, Sharko, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like a lot of people say that it's hotter in like Canada or Ontario summers than it is in Phoenix, or feels hotter, I should say.
Because of the humidity.
Yeah.
You did hit the power button on it. It just didn't continue to go. It's ran off now. I don't know where it's at.
Me. Coming towards me. I think so, at least.
Well, he would have got to me if I had put my pipe out. That was my fault. So this next time it should work like a charm, right?
Maybe.
you know, if I'm not paying attention to all of our factories and stuff. And
Yeah.
on occasion, Billy. Yep. In fact, we've got Beck's trailer right there. You can always talk to her too. Just join her Discord. It's the office. It's actually linked in the video description. Frank, that's right. We're causing everybody's heat because we're blowing all that CO2 into the air. Our factories here in the Yukon.
Mhm. Flows it all down here into Ontario and the States.
That's one thing I'm looking forward to Nevada for, man. Is that desert humidity.
I'm curious if I'd actually feel hotter or cooler.
Cooler.
It was only 26 today, but it felt extremely hot.
I've lived in low humidity area before, and people used to moan. It'd get 95, 100, 103, and they'd be like, "It's so hot," and I'd put the top down on my convertible.
Lucky you.
I'm like, this isn't even hot yet. Go try 75% humidity
yeah.
and see how you like it.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I have heard of people who live in like Phoenix come up to Canada sometimes, or like people like in the summer will actually go down to Phoenix.
Yeah, and they can't hardly breathe because it's like breathing through a wet washcloth.
Mm-hmm. It's very thick.
Now,
Humidity is 0.
I actually have lived in Phoenix, and I've been to Las Vegas in the summertime when it's 115, 118 degrees. Now you're really starting to push hot. You get above 105, and then humidity, no humidity, it doesn't matter. It's just freaking
So
hot.
it's so hot.
But part of the reason low humidity feels cooler is because it has to do with the way our bodies function in sweat. As funky as this might
Sweat
sound.
what cools us.
Yeah, but in
Yeah.
order for it to work effectively, the sweat has to evaporate. And in low
And in high
humidity,
humidities, it doesn't.
yeah, it doesn't. In
Oh,
low
low.
humidity, it almost evaporates immediately. And you know, if you're working outdoors in low humidity, your skin will actually start to turn white from the salt building up on it because your sweat is
Instantly evaporating.
evaporating.
Vaporizing. That's the word.
There you go. Evaporating, vaporizing, vaporating.
It doesn't happen like I say. Like every 5 minutes, I had to get a cloth just to wipe my forehead off because I was just constantly sweating. It's only 26 Celsius,
Or a headband.
which is I think like 85.
Or a baseball
I
cap
could.
or something.
No, that's only like 80 to I think that's like 85 Fahrenheit here. So it's not hot as an actual temperature, but just because of the humidity, it's just terrible.
Well,
Oh yeah, with humidity of 96. Today we had a humidity of 80.
my truck is confused at its length.
Is it pulling up too forward?
It didn't before, but it is this time.
Oh, is it? Are you doing the? Is that the one with the back attachment?
Yep.
Yeah, it thinks that the whole trailer length is the trailer.
But it didn't do that the last time. So I don't know why it's
Oh.
doing it this time. Life goes on.
I don't know.
Well, let's see if this thing actually comes in empties, because I'm full, so.
Well, he keeps trying to get. It's like he's trying to empty me, but he's not.
Your pipe's in.
I had it out, and he was just. He'd stop
Ramming
back
you?
like that.
Huh, that's weird. He's way too close to you. You have a short pipe or something?
No.
Huh.
Got the same pipe as the rest of us. These are identical harvesters in every way. They should be.
Well,
One of them has wheels. The first one
Well,
we bought had wheels.
Oh yeah, yeah, but I
yes.
mean, it's the same volume, same. It's the
Yeah.
S790, just different wheel configuration.
Mhm.
I think it was 790. Yep,
It is. Yeah.
S790.
That's 790. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm full again too, so.
See, and I told these guys to run at 60% also. It's got to just be because there's two harvesters on the same field and it doesn't know which call to go to.
Yeah.
It's gotta be it.
It's trying to calculate two at the same time, and they're overlapping.
That's the only thing I can think of.
This seems to be working decently for you, Harv.
Because I'm the only harvester on the field.
No, that's what I'm saying
Ah.
though. It's like you're not having the issue we're having.
Right.
I mean, it's not perfect for you, but he's actually unloading you.
Well, the problem is I'm getting to 60% at the end of the field.
Mm. Yeah, they don't seem to like it when you get to the end of a field, then you're at full.
And I figured since he was coming, I wasn't going to turn around and confuse him.
Yeah, that does seem to do it when you turn around. It does seem to confuse them.
How does it know how does it know that it's field A, B? Oh, because whatever the harvester is set to.
Yep, that's why you gotta set the harvester to 1 as well.
So, what if we had two different letters for our field? Like, say we had field A and B, field C and D, and field E and F, and we had two trucks, and then the harvesters would be set to different letters, and the trucks would be set to different letters.
I was thinking about something like that, like split them all into a north and a south.
Right.
You gonna
That's
unload
what
me, buddy?
that's what I'm
Shit.
thinking.
Maybe I'm not in the field.
That way we'd each have separate drivers for our trucks.
Yeah, I wasn't in the field. He didn't like me not being in the field.
See, my guy's coming now, but I'm at 72%. He didn't come nearly quick enough.
He was moving, but he didn't. He leaves when you hit 60. He doesn't come and empty you when you're at 60.
No, I realize that.
But he's across the whole field now.
Hey, too cool. How's it going, man?
Hey,
How's that long UPS drive across Texas? I gotta be honest with you, too cool. When I was long haul trucking, I absolutely hate. See, he's hanging back there now. He's not because he doesn't want to go in the crop. Can be the only explanation. But I told him to not worry about crop, so I don't know. When I was a long haul truck driver, I hated driving across Texas because you never stop driving across Texas. If you're on I-20 across Texas, what is that, about 1,100 miles? It takes you 2 full days if you're keeping an honest logbook. Of course, these days you don't really get a choice as to whether you want to keep an honest logbook or not. But back in the day when we ran paper logbooks,
you ran 3 or 4 paper logbooks.
well, some guys did. On very rare occasion, and I do mean rare, I would cheat a little bit. All right, come on, buddy, sort it out.
Did our driver get you sorted out, Sharko?
Finally. I think those still wasn't in the field, so he wasn't picking me up.
That's possible.
So I moved into the field, and then he seemed to start moving. So. Actually, Harv, I think you'd actually love the drive across Canada.
I've done some driving in Canada.
I just mean like all across though, because it's not like all flat. It's more like it's more not mountain, it's all hilly and beautiful rocks everywhere. And
Well, it's not that much different from the drive across I-80 in the United States, which is the route
is that
I will be taking when I go to Nevada.
the main one or whatever?
It's one of the east-west. There's I-80. I-84 cuts north, closer to the Canadian border. Then you got I-40 across the central, I-20 across the south, and then I-10.
Well, so the one difference is I don't think the Canadian Shield goes into the States. I think it does a little bit. Not sure though.
Now, this guy should be running with me as I harvest, right?
If you're full, yes.
And see, I was having problems with him. He wouldn't keep up. He would ride like right behind it. And I don't have those problems in single player. That might be a multiplayer conflict.
Could be. See, look, between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m., we paid almost $7,000 in wages.
Ow.
Oh, how's life treating you, Kevin? Good to have you here, man. Well, we've got how many truck? We've got 6 truck drivers running now.
What's the sixth one? Oh, is it running the lime? Something?
2 running lime, 1 running dirt, 1 running coal, 2 harvesting.
It's only one running lime? I thought there was 2 running limes.
I said 2 running lime, 1 dirt, 1 coal, 2
I don't see it.
harvest.
I don't see any running lime.
They're probably either backed up at the lime station. Nope, they're not there. Then they must be unloading at the.
I think they're backed up at delivery.
They are. At least one of them's at the delivery.
Well, it's Cole's at the delivery, I saw. Sorry, Caveman, he seems to be blocked by me.
He's not tipping in. I wonder if it's not full. I know the limestone processor's not full. I don't think it is.
There's not something in his way, is it?
No, it's not full. I'm going to stop him and start him again. He's just refusing to tip in.
Oh.
He thinks it's full, but it's not. He just shut down his truck, but he's still sitting here. And I don't know where the other truck is.
Maybe they only keep it at 50%.
No, they should run and run. They shouldn't. There's no reason they should ever stop.
I don't see another. I found him.
Where is he?
Sunken somewhere.
No, he's not sunken somewhere. For some reason, he's over here at the starter farm.
That's like the default where they go when they don't know where to go.
Go to the center of the map.
Yep.
Oh yeah, too cool. We've run dozens of those trailers, either manually or automatically, and they tip with both trailers attached. So that's not the issue.
He's off-roading, trying to get to the limestone quarry, apparently.
Well, the limestone pit is not, or the limestone factory is not full.
Nope. Yeah. You know that that Peterbilt with the low loader behind it.
Yeah.
The truck had gone and conveniently parked itself on top of the low loader.
Well, isn't that special? I know that Peterbilt had been parked at the starter farm for a long time.
Yeah, well, the
I don't know what that guy's doing.
quarry truck decided he was going to go park on top of it.
Well, isn't that special?
Very. But he's on his way. You okay, Sharko?
Yeah, I'm just full.
But I don't know why our guy at the limestone processor isn't.
Oh, I think the truck was full because he didn't fully empty me. I still had like 2% when he took off.
But
Oh, okay, so-
he should head directly to the silo.
He is. He's driving off. So
That explains why he's.
he didn't fully empty you.
He must have been full.
He's just driving off. He's like, bye bye, I'm out of here. Bye.
And this is the reason I made sure to use these trailers for this, because the big tippers, the 105-liter ones, won't unload at our silo going in the way they're going.
Mhm.
Yes, they will.
They will.
Yes.
Oh, they emptied too slow, so they left it all the way up and caused it to.
Yeah, don't they pull
I
too?
haven't
Don't
had-
they pull too far forward?
In testing, I didn't have a problem with it unless you were trying to run doubles unless you were trying to run them in doubles.
We're gonna have to get a second Harv's World trailer because this little pup isn't working. Because
Okay.
it's taking the automatic, whatever whatchamacallit, the dolly that's attached into account for length.
I'm watching the stream. It's just like you try to move forward, it's moving forward.
Yeah, it wants me.
You missed him trying to chase him down one time.
Well, I can't move. I'm full, so.
Oh, my guy got full too, so he's gonna run to the silo also. Hey, Last Braveheart, thanks, man. Good to hear. I love it when people drop into the stream to say hi, and I always love hearing that those tutorials have gotten people started on a game that I love so much. Welcome to Harv's World, bud. Appreciate the sub. And if you ever have questions, feel free to ask. And I was just mentioning earlier, there's a link to my Discord in the video description and on my channel. So there's tons of people in there who got started on the same videos you are, and at this point they can answer your questions as well as I can, if not better, many of them. Well, I see your guy coming back now.
Good, maybe he'll hit Sharko before I get full.
That'd be helpful.
That'd be beneficial, definitely.
Seen a really, really big tick in subscribers over the last week or two. I think some of it has to do with the Steam Summer Sale.
Ooh, that's possible.
Possibility.
I mean,
Could also be to do with the fact they announced FS22.
That's true too.
yep, that too. You never know for sure.
Nope, and you never will.
Nope.
All right, my guy got lost. He should have been
How did you?
he should have been emptied by now and on his way back, and I don't see him. Oh, here he comes. he's just peeking out of the silo now.
I'll say he's on his way.
Well, the guy's back at the field now, so let's see what he does.
Yeah, I love the steam sails. Well, I'll have to look at FS22 and see what it's lacking and fill in the blanks. Obviously, FS19 tutorials were really quite lacking, so as everybody knows at this
22
point.
might be even worse. If they're trying to force at least year growth,
Yeah,
then that might be a problem.
it sounds like seasonal cycles are going to be just a part of the game now. Like, you don't even get a choice.
You may get a choice of the snow and all that, but don't know if you'll get a choice of it just being able to plant and then it grow the next day. I think it will be, you plant it in spring, it'll be ready in fall. You plant it in summer, it'll be ready in winter. You plant it in fall, it'll be ready in spring or something like that.
Right.
We won't know till the game gets here, or they confirm or deny something.
I hope they add a few more crops
True.
than what they've announced too.
Yeah.
Because just
I think we're all hoping for that.
just grapes, olive, and sorghum. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed the grape stuff that I've done. And olives are going to be pretty much grapes, except they're green and black instead of purple and and green.
Mm-hmm.
And then sorghum, which is pretty much an offshoot of corn, actually. Sorghum is really similar to corn. You know what? I'm going to back out of the field to see if he comes and gets me quicker. You've been called, Buster.
He hasn't been he's not even moving.
He has to have a smoke break. What's interesting,
Gabriel, he's coming for you now.
at least what was interesting to me, is that it's almost like they looked at the Ischia farm map and said, oh, that's a good idea, let's do that. Because at least the first version of Ischia farm was, I think the only thing different was it had almonds also. But olives,
How hard is
two
it, though,
types
for-
of grapes, and sorghum were the additional crops on Ischia farm.
I was gonna say, how hard is it for them to add like crops? I don't think it would be that hard.
I don't know. Is this guy gonna come unload me?
I think the hardest part of it is creating the textures.
The textures might be the hardest, yeah.
Hey, dude,
Oh, he's
man.
coming now, Harp. He's coming.
Oh.
Took him a while. He needed to check and make sure his things were right.
Mid-trip
coming-
inspection?
He's been unloading me
Um,
for a while now.
I think he's okay. He's behind me now.
Yeah,
just let him know,
I think we need to set this up in a way that we can have separate truck drivers for each combine. Because my guy's obviously
I
working
think
a lot
you're
better than yours. My guy's non-union. That's too cool, said. Union drivers.
like, hey, I only get paid for one combine. I'm not going to do two.
Well,
While I was waiting on this guy, I had time to go fix the problem with the limestone trucks.
well, that's a good point too, Gary. Maybe the trees are small enough that you can run your standard grape harvester on them, which I'm assuming is what Giants is assuming. I think it would be really cool. Have you guys ever seen those tree shaker harvesters?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what olives usually grow on.
But they do that.
I
They do
wonder.
that for plums, and they do it for cherries, and
Olives are
Lemons,
very similar.
limes,
Yeah.
so
oranges.
basically they pull up next to a tree. And the harvester has this tarp that just expands. What are you doing, harvester? Um,
It all goes into like a bucket.
what in the world is going on here? I have some real funkiness, and there's some. Oh, I hit Control or Alt X to activate
Oh, and you
GPS, and
folded
I
it.
folded the header instead. I hate when that happens. But they
Yeah.
expand this
Oh,
tarp
no.
underneath the base of the tree, and it goes out beyond. It's probably like 10 meters all around the tree, and then it grabs the tree and shakes the crap out of it, so all of the fresh or ripe fruit falls off and lands into the tarp, and then the tarp kind of rolls up and dumps everything into a hopper. And they just keep going down the line, one tree at a time, and shaking their trees.
You know, olives are a tree.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but how big of a
That's
tree? Because I don't think
pretty
I don't
big.
think olive
Apple
trees are
tree.
all that big.
Apple
It
tree
de-
size. It looks like.
Really?
I was gonna say, it depends on the olives themselves, and it depends on like who's growing them.
That's true. They look like though there's like apple tree size. They're not massive trees, but not something you can just drive a harvester over top of.
Right.
Not like the grapes and all that.
Well, grapes are generally a vine. Anyway,
Yeah, but they're vines grown in fields, and you do have harvesters that come over top of them.
right.
I did see a really cool machine the other day for trimming grapevines.
Cool.
And it kind of works the same way as the grape harvester, that straddles the tree.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
this had like a box on either side of the tractor, so the tractor could go down the middle of the row and hit either side. And basically on each edge of the box it had a bunch of spinning blades. So across the top there were spinning blades, and then down each side there were spinning blades, and they would just run down the row and trim the vines on either side of the tractor.
Okay.
It was pretty.
Oh, I found this.
It was pretty cool, actually.
Olive trees grow to the size of their pot, like where they can grow. So if you put them in a pot, they won't grow any bigger than they can.
Well, that also comes into if you plant them too close together and all this other stuff. But all trees do have a limit to where they just quit growing,
Yes. I'm talking just like
regardless of the size of
yeah.
their pot.
Yeah. Well, you can plant olive trees in a pot and they'll stop growing and they'll only have to carry like 20 olives on them. 10, 20 olives. You put them in
Y'all
like
are
a small
giving me
pot.
a bad idea now.
What?
I'm gonna get I'm gonna take and plant a cherry seed
Oh no.
in a pot, like like about the size of the
So
no bigger around than a 2 liter
you gonna
bottle.
make like a bonsai cherry tree?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Nice.
Apparently you can do that with olives. So
I'm gonna try it with cherry tree. If it works, I'll do a couple of them.
You might have to do a little bit of research on that, because you might have to store your cherry tree in the freezer for a couple of months and then bring it out and let it thaw in like some moist soil or something, because sometimes those pitted seeds have to
for winter.
pretend like they've gone through a hibernation period of winter.
Maple trees have to.
Okay, well I'll look into that.
I'm pretty sure plum trees have to do that too.
I wanted
Yeah.
a bonsai cherry tree, but to go buy one, they're ridiculously
Bonsais are
expensive.
expensive. Bonsais are.
Like I found a
Spaghetti tree.
bonsai cherry tree was like $1,800.
Holy crap.
Ouch.
I'm like, ah,
Well, there you go. If you can create your own
Mm-hmm.
bonsai cherry tree, it's like printing money, right? You could sell them for $1,000 a piece, be undercutting the market by half.
Yeah.
you'd, you'd have a run
It
on
only takes a
bonsai
year though to
cherry
grow them.
trees.
It'd take a while to grow them, but once I got them grown, shoot, get some little fancy pots to put them in too.
Just ting 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 ting.
Yeah, get some of those Asian-looking kind of square pot things that they do bonsai trees in or something.
No, I don't know if that works. I do know some like things will just die if they're in too small of a pot.
But it's a bonsai tree.
No, I just mean if he just plants a normal pit, I don't know if it will actually grow properly or not.
Oh my god, truck, really? You're gonna pull up right beside me, throw your tarp on, and stop. Open
He's
the
like,
tarp
"No."
up and drive off. The heck is wrong with you?
You want to really confuse them? I'll switch when I'm done with this field. I'll switch my truck over to your field.
Oh gosh.
Watch it work flawless, and all of a sudden you have one driving beside me constantly and one driving beside Sharko constantly.
That'd be funny.
Well, since we already have markers for these fields of A, B, and C, I guess we could do a 1 or A1, B1, and C1.
Well, yeah, you could do like field C/1, field C/2.
Why even
Well,
confuse the
all
issue?
all of them are already on the north. Like the C is on the north side of C. Just put one on the other side and call it C South.
That works
Put
too.
one on the opposite side of all of them and call it the south side.
Well, just keep the naming convention similar so you do field C.
South.
So when you're looking through the menu, you don't have to go through and go, oh,
Yeah.
they're next to each other in the menu.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Well, guys, guess what time it is? Believe it or not, we made it.
Not quite time yet. We had that weird intermission thing happen, so we'll run it a little longer, right?
There you go. We'll make up, give it an extra 10, 15 minutes.
Something like that.
All right, too cool. Take it easy, man. Appreciate you dropping in. And Kevin, yeah, well, I happen to be going to a place where I think that's legal, so that will be a non-issue.
I know it's legal where I live.
It's lethal where you
Yeah.
live?
Legal.
Yes, it's legal. Yep, you're allowed to have 3 plants. Any size. Just about only allowed 3 of them though.
You're allowed to have 3, but they can be any size.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, I will be a federal employee, and the federal government does not recognize the legality of said
That is
substance.
true. True, in the States it is federally legally. It's very true. Still find out how that works, but
Because the federal government says the state has the right to make certain laws, and it gets confusing.
I do know basically if the federal wanted to spend its money, it could go and arrest people. But I can guarantee you that it's not interested in that.
No, because then you get into a huge legal battle going to the Supreme
Yeah.
Court about states' rights and all of that happy stuff. So, hey, Tago, no worries, man. We know a lot of people jump on, put the stream up, play while they're. I mean, that's what I used to do when I was following other YouTubers. My big one back in the day was Mr. Sealy P, who I can't say enough good about. He's the one who really got me going. And a guy who goes by Jim Bob Plays Games, but he doesn't really do much FS anymore. In fact, he just flat out disappeared for over a year. And just recently came back. It's a shame,
I
though,
might be
because he
building
was
an
really good at
office.
FS.
I might be building myself an office.
What aren't you building? Like,
From is trying to find
rocket?
anything that Okay, add that to my list.
Because, yeah, like every day there's something new.
No,
We're building
Well, I
this, we're
haven't heard of.
building that.
I
no,
gotta say, I haven't heard him
I,
mention napalm yet.
Well, that's not exactly building, that's more like cooking.
Well, close enough. You still gotta make it.
no, I just don't.
Except Sealy P's daughter, you know, she jumped on her dad's coattails and posted a few videos and then said, that's not for me. She just up and disappeared. Sealy G.
No, I
That
just don't have the
sounds about
space
right.
for my printers or anything. So I need to get it myself. The problem is there's no C cans available, and would like to build in a C can because they're easy to transport. So
When,
when I can get one for a
when Sharko says
decent
sea
price.
can, he means container.
A shipping container.
Which actually, Sharko, now might not be the best time because I guess there's a bit of a container shortage at the moment.
There is. I've spelled 3 places and they're all out of stock. So, yeah, like I'll do with anything. If I get a 20-footer, I'll be happy. Don't need a 40-footer.
Yeah,
You just need
for whatever
something with some space.
for whatever reason, people are hanging on to those things, and even the shipping companies are having a hard time getting their hands on them.
It's very true. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. So, 'cause I know like 3 places in Peterborough actually sell them. So I'm like, okay, I'll just contact them, and none of them happen. So they said call back in a month, you might have some. So I'm like, okay.
Oh,
But I just need an office space. So
it bodes poorly for me as well because the cost of my U-Haul rentals are going to be pretty expensive, and
Ooh.
part of the reason is
Ooh,
because
yeah.
there's such a, I guess rental car prices have gone through the roof lately.
Amazon and the delivery companies are just going out for rent, basically renting anything they can.
Well,
And all our
rental cars are like through the roof at the moment for whatever reason, and so
skip
people
maybe.
people are turning to U-Haul trucks for transportation because they still rent for like, you know, the city rate of $29.95 a day or something.
Mm-hmm. Probably doing them for skip and all that.
Skip.
So they don't put the wear and tear on their own vehicles and insurance. You have to pay insurance if you do it on your own vehicle. So
I have no idea what you're
some
talking
insurances
about,
won't
but
insure.
whatever.
Oh, some if you do like work for Amazon or whatever, some insurance companies will not cover you if you're working for them.
Why?
They don't cover you
Since
doing deliveries in a personal vehicle.
yeah, it's not commercial and you're paying for privates. So for one, it doesn't cover the amount you put onto your car, wear and tear, and a bunch of other things. There's actually been a few, I know where I live, accidents with them, and insurance companies just said no, it's not a commercial vehicle, so and you're using it for commercial uses. So some are fine with it, others are not.
Well, I heard Amazon was a big part of the whole container shortage also.
It is because so many people are buying things offline, so you can't go into stores anymore, right? So
We can.
You can. There was never a day where we
actually,
cut.
we now can go back into stores and buying things.
In fact, the Surgeon General
So
in the
it's now
U.S.
allowed.
has flat out said if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask anymore.
Which is weird, but
Why is that weird?
I mean, I guess because you can still spread it to other people. But I guess then they should be wearing a mask, so I guess that counteracts it.
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, and I'm not a heartless fool. I don't think anybody would say that I am. But after well over a year, almost a year and a half of this, with as much vaccine has been available to absolutely everybody who could conceivably want it, if you yourself are not vaccinated at this point, you have openly assumed any risk of this virus. And so if you catch it at this point, I'm sorry, but you have nobody to blame but yourself.
That's, you know what, that's fair. I mean, actually, but up here in Canada, it's actually decently hard. Like, people are still trying to apply to get their first shot.
Okay,
So.
well, in the States, it's not. I mean,
Okay, then yeah.
I literally, I scheduled my appointment for the next day. And then they automatically scheduled me for my second shot, the earliest possible convenience that I could have it.
Okay, for us, when I booked mine, I had to book 3 weeks in advance, and I had to wait until October for my second shot, just because there's so many other people trying to get it.
There you go, Robert. So during the height of the pandemic, nobody was traveling, so the rental companies sold off all their cars, or half their fleets, and now they've got a shortage because people are just firing back up again. And then as Gary says, as of tonight, masks are only recommended but not mandatory.
Yes, I do remember that. Yes. Well, actually, no, they are recommended. They are mandatory on flights. The U.S. government, or whatever you want to call it, the FAA or whatever, now made that legal that on all planes have to have masks.
Hey, Patrick, how you doing,
Flying
man?
in and out of. Oh, hello,
Patrick.
So last Braveheart, they got caught destroying 130,000 laptops and whatnot. And I'm assuming, since you're the last Braveheart, I'm going to assume you're in Scotland. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wow.
What? I wonder why they were destroying all of that electrical equipment. Or was it stuff that had been traded in, or was it like new?
He said new, etc. New laptops, all sorts.
He didn't say new. Oh yeah, he did. New laptops and all sorts. Yes, he did.
Maybe they got confused. Someone accidentally marked them as used or something. I know a lot of Amazon delivery companies here are using rental vehicles.
Well, that's been
They
going
can't keep
on
up
for a
with
long
it.
time. I mean, especially at Christmas time, you'll see a lot of rental
Christmas
vans
time,
delivering FedEx and UPS stuff. Subcontractors.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But usually that's only around Christmas time up here. Usually they'll be using their own vehicles.
The FedEx, the two FedEx trucks that are in my area are always a different. It's always a different rental vehicle. Always. I've seen an actual FedEx truck in my area once.
Wow.
That was about 6 years ago. Ever since then, it's always been this random rental vehicle.
Now, did you guys know that when you return something to Amazon, it doesn't, it gets returned, but it just goes into a warehouse, and then they'll sell off the warehouse loaded with stuff for a cheap price. So instead of having to process all of those returns,
Yeah, bulk buy.
they just bulk sell it to somebody who'll go through it and find out what's good and what isn't, and then
Yep.
that was, well,
They do charge though the person you bought it from though. I think they have to deal with it or something like that. Like if it's a replacement, the Amazon will not cover any of the costs for a replacement. They'll cover shipment, but that's it. Depending on
well, and
so.
somebody who knew about this decided to scam Amazon for quite a large sum of money, because they don't even open the boxes. They weigh them to see if they weigh the right amount. And if they do, they pass muster and they go on. So what this guy was doing was buying like expensive things, taking it out of the box, putting in enough weight in rocks so that the box weighed properly, and then returning the item.
Gosh.
And he did this.
Sure.
He did this to a point where it was somewhere between $200,000 and $500,000 worth of merchandise
And they didn't catch him returning them over and over and over.
before he got caught.
Jeez. I bet Amazon though went, okay, this can't happen now.
And then he would go sell the items for the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like he was keeping this stuff. You know, he was either pawning it or
So using
eBay or whatever.
maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't using his account. I just want to say, because if he's using an account, they should have come earlier, being like, okay, he's returned 6 things in the same day.
Well, I would imagine he was
past
a little
week.
smarter than that and probably was using multiple accounts.
Yeah. Multiple
He
accounts.
was really smart. Multiple accounts, multiple addresses.
Right.
Multiple VPNs.
Yeah.
Probably didn't use an account.
But I'd be very shocked if Amazon doesn't have software in place right now. You know, that's
Oh, I bet they did. I bet they added
some
it. They're like,
some
yeah,
kind of
that's not
algorithm out there that's going phone number check, address check, city check, arrest this guy check.
Well, they're probably looking to see if, like, if you have an account, they're probably not going to be as picky, and if you don't return things often, they're probably also going to be a lot less picky.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've had to return something to Amazon, it's been like it's been really hassle free.
Yeah, they're like, just yeah, here's the thing, print this out, bring it to your nearest shipping place, and it's done.
Yeah, you call them up, like boom, 5 minutes later, it's all good, and you just send it back, and they give you your money.
Actually, I know, my girlfriend, or fiance, bought AirPods,
Yeah.
and they said they were delivered. Nothing was there. So she called or whatever and said, hey, I didn't get them. They said they were delivered. They contacted them, said, okay, no problem. And then 2 days later, there was a knock at the door. It was the original AirPods.
Right.
Well, Apple already sent another pair.
Kevin, real quick, sorry to interrupt. I have to move the stream to Friday instead of Saturday. It will still be at 7:30, but I've got obligations for the 4th of July. So, and I should have been saying this more frequently throughout the stream. But the Saturday stream
Yes.
will be on Friday now. So, my apologies to anybody that might jack up a little bit, but it can't be helped, I promise you. Anyway, take care, Kev. Appreciate you stopping in, as always. Thank you so much.
We won't go much longer.
And we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Sharko, or skip a row at the end.
Okay.
Because I'm already coming back down beside you, so
I'm-
skip a row.
I'm unloading, so you'll probably get here before that.
Now, as long as that truck driver and I are set to the same thing, he's going to keep unloading me, even if I switch fields, right?
As long as you don't go too far away from him. Now, if you swapped over to field C, then yes, it would be a problem. But as close as you are to field B, and you went to field A, you should be fine.
Hey, thanks. Me and my old school. I saw that you joined the Discord. I think it was yesterday. So welcome to the Discord. Welcome to Harv's World. Glad to have you here, man. Episode 67 of what? I don't think I've done anything that's 67 episodes long. But maybe, no, not even Off the Grid is that long with both seasons. So whatever it is, I appreciate you following along.
Because the guy wants to follow me.
Gary, the truck drivers are set to markers. In fact, I'll show you. So when you place a marker in auto drive, it's these little white doohickeys here on the map. And so, for example, this one is field A. So you would set the truck driver to field A, and he would park in this spot and wait for you. Then you go into your menu and set yourself to field A. In this example, the truck is set to field B, and I am set in auto drive to field B. And he's been activated, so he will be looking for my harvester that's set to the same field that he's set to. That's why I was asking Caveman, as long as we have the same setting, but I mean, obviously, if he's set to a marker on the other side of the map, and just because I set my harvester to be unloaded at that same place, he's not going to find me all the way across the map. So there is a proximity issue there as well. But that's generally the idea behind auto drive. You set the harvester and the truck to the same field name on the marker, and then the truck is generally close enough to find you when you're ready to be unloaded. And here he comes.
To be fair, we are using these on really big fields.
Well, it's a supersized map, and we have really, really, really expanded these fields into some vast fieldage. So
Bradley, Bradley's back.
yeah, welcome back, Bradley.
Welcome back.
Hey, no problem, Gary. You know, up until this past week, I had only ever used Courseplay also. I'm just learning the ins and outs of auto drive this week. I've kind of got the basics down, I think, pretty solid now.
I think our worker is drunk. He's driving on the wrong side of me to empty.
I think he's trying to get around you to go to me because I'm full.
But I'm going the opposite direction as you. Oh, he just put the cover on.
Well, that could be Jonathan.
He stopped and put the cover on.
But season 1 isn't separate. Season 1 is just, or season 1 and 2 has been grouped under Off the Grid, and season 2 has its own separate playlist. So if anybody hops into the Off the Grid playlist, then they can go through season 1 and season 2. So yeah, 54 episodes is the most I've got on anything. Although it's hard to believe that I've got over 300 videos now.
Wow, already.
As fast as he
I remember
pumped them
back in
out,
the
it doesn't really take long to
That's
add
true.
up.
I do remember back in the old days of YouTube when 300 was like, oh my gosh, you're a massive YouTuber. Now 300 is more just like you hit that in the first year.
Well, I was doing 6 videos a week, and if it hadn't been for this Nevada thing, I would still be doing 6 videos a week, plus tutorials and anything else extra that I was putting in there.
That's true. You definitely put a lot of work into what you do.
I put an extreme amount of work into what I do.
I had just 2 ambulances drive by my house.
Hey, Lifehawk, how's it going, man? You can never say Fent too much. You should say Fent more because it will counteract the John Deere that I'm driving at the moment.
Fent, 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 fent.
Fent, fent, fent. Fenty, fent, fent.
I like my fent. Yeah. Kieran, is he unloading you?
I'm empty.
Okay.
Are you going wide or are you going tight.
Right now, doesn't matter because I just got into the tight row and I'm full, so doesn't really matter.
All right, guys. Well, one last time, I'm going to throw it out there that the Saturday stream will be on Friday because of the 4th of July here in the States. But we are, yeah, we've given them an extra 20 minutes, so I think we probably ought to call it for today. We just got a whole bunch more barley to harvest. But you guys have been awesome as always. Really appreciate you being here. And keep in mind also that when I get to Nevada and get settled in and can figure out what my schedule will be, the Wednesday stream will most likely change to the evening stream, because I'll be working during the day. So that will be an unfortunate side effect, but I'll probably do, we'll call it the European stream. I try to do it more for the European audience because they have easier access during the day. Obviously, they're sleeping.
Should be at least when we do the night streams. Hey, Canada Day is tomorrow. Yay!
And I don't know how that's going to work out because Caveman Sharko and I will have a 3-hour time difference at that point. So by the time I get home from work and have dinner, it's going to be like 9 or 10 p.m. for them. It won't be 11, but
I don't know. Yeah, it depends on how long the drive takes and everything.
yep. So we'll see how it sorts itself out. Just a little heads up. May the 4th be with you. That's right. Although we're a couple months past that. Yeah, the 4th of July is some kind of silly minor holiday. It's like, I don't know, at some point our forefathers had to go out and kick some English butt. But nobody remembers that anymore. We're all friends.
Yeah, I get paid double time tomorrow because tomorrow's our holiday.
And happy Canada Day to all of you Canadians out there who won your independence from exactly nobody. You're still subject to the Queen, so.
No. Yes, but we are technically still independent. It's very interesting.
Yes. No, it's all good. I'm just being a smart aleck. You guys around the world give the United States an incredibly hard time, so we have to bounce back on that just a little bit occasionally.
That is very correct. Yeah, it's fair.
And it's nothing personal. I've said it many times. One of the things I've loved most about doing YouTube is meeting everybody from around the world. That's been one of the best parts of this. Is, you know, the different cultures, different people, different takes, different viewpoints. So anyway, I think that's going to do it for us, guys. Again, these massive fields of barley aren't going to harvest themselves, but we're just going to have to keep working them. So, as always, we really appreciate you being with us. This one was a little bit rougher than we would like, but it is what it is. They can't all be home runs. So with all of that said, any last words, Sharko, Caveman?
Enjoy your week.
Enjoy your week. Happy holiday, whatever holiday it is, wherever you are.
Or something other than just a good week.
Yep. Have a fantastic week, everybody, and until next time, take care.